This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's get right into the news. All right, so we got Layla Ali. Now, she said she would consider fighting Claressa Shields for $15 to $20 million, right? And she should have put a number on it. She said, I'm not really interested. Maybe if I was in my... She should have said that. Maybe if I was in my heyday... like back in her 30s or something, she would take the fight on. She knows that this isn't a good idea, okay? Claressa Shields is 30. She's been nonstop fighting. She's conditioned. It's hard to get reconditioned. It might take Layla Ali like 2 years to get conditioned to fight. Have you ever not worked out for a long time? It takes like 2 months to get like back into a groove, you know? So imagine being a fighter. I'm just talking about running on a treadmill and lifting weights, okay? If you're a fighter, there's a lot more to it. And a mistake could be lethal. So it's officially announced. Claressa Shields says Layla Ali said no to a potential match. She says, I understand that she's scared. Okay. Claressa Shields and the way she's marketing herself now, it could be either, it could turn out really great, or it could turn out where everybody turns against her. I've seen this before, okay? Because she's already calling herself, oh, they're comparing me to Muhammad Ali. They're comparing me to Mayweather. No, they're not. But she's, all the people, okay, and we'll get to this later, like, when you have a bunch of yes men around you, I don't care what you are, an artist, fighter, whatever, that could be toxic because they're feeding you what you need to hear to boost your ego, right? But if you get yourself in a cocoon and really start believing this stuff, and it's not just mental, right? You could start sounding like a goofy, okay? She's good, don't get me wrong, but I mean, she's the best female boxer out right now. Now she's trying to spice her image up. I think this has a lot to do with Papoose too, right? Papoose is like, all right, we're going to get your image right. Papoose did this with Remy. Papoose is a better behind-the-scenes person than he is a rapper. He's not... Yeah, he can rap, so he'd be a better... But he's not a great... Nobody wants to hear Papoose delivering his raps, if that makes sense. There's been this case for a lot of rappers, you know? Papoose would be a better ghostwriter. Papoose would be a better, and I'm sure he's ghost wrote for a lot of people. But Papoose is just like his persona is trash. It is. Okay? And if anybody knows Papoose, if you ever knew Papoose for a little bit in your life, you don't even have to know him that well. You just have to know his character, right? And you don't even, look, just have to know his character a little bit, okay? I'm not going to name any names, but know a lot of people. And I've been around Papoose a few times. I've had to deal with Papoose a few times. He's, many a times, back in the DVD days, he's a user. This is a come up for him. He's, he likes her, but he needs her. The Remy thing, that backfired, okay? That backfired on him big time. And this is his get back. Remy's dating, what's his name? Easy the Block Captain. They ain't a big... like, Remy's dwindling. Remy actually looked horrible in that situation, the way she handled it. She should have got ahead of it and painted Papoose a certain way. But she moved on without telling the world, without separating from Papoose, so it looks just nasty, So, yeah, Papoose moves on with Claressa Shields, and we'll see. This could be the biggest thing ever, or it could be not. We'll see. It's 50-50 right now. We already read this thing about Finesse2Tymes' mother starts a GoFundMe after an eviction. Claims they fell out and she left to fend for herself. it's all good in the beginning. You start to feel bad for her. You know, my son's actions have left me this way, da 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 da. But then you start reading a little more, right? We broke this down earlier. Last year, she was scammed by a Nigerian fraudster. Money laundering. Now she's in court facing potential of 6 years in prison. How you get yourself in that situation? How? If your son was paying your bills. How, Sway? If I was him, I'd get away from her too. You're going to wrap me up in a Fed case. What? So anyways, he cut ties with her. I would have done the same thing. She's reckless. And listen, I'm not surprised. Finesse2Tymes is reckless himself. The apple don't fall from the tree, okay? They're the same. Finesse2Tymes is a cornball. And I know someone will be in the comments, who's a cornball calling a cornball? You know, bro, how am I a cornball? What did I do? You might not like me. Cool. But I'm not doing weird stuff out here like, yo, guys. I'm not giving horrible advice. You know, like Finesse2Tymes is like, if you got 2 girls, get a 3rd girl, man. Because, you know, you got to keep these girls in check. Like, you know, I'm not out here giving bozo advice, all right? This guy's out here being a bozo. This guy had a hit record 4 years ago and lost his mind. That was a great record. And he had 2 or 3 to follow up. But then he just stop music. I never get why people just stop. Like, bro, you don't have enough money to stop. This stuff doesn't last forever. So anyways, she's trying to get a GoFundMe. I wonder if anybody even donated to it. Yo, this Gillie versus Cam Newton thing is hilarious. Did you see that Cam Newton called him a mascot for the Eagles? And then he said, yo, his response, Gillie's hilarious. I don't know if Gillie was trolling with this. Listen.
They calling me the mascot and shit. I think I'm a little bit more than the mascot, buddy. Is that me in the parade, buddy? Did that $10 billion company called the Philadelphia Eagles with the great owner Jeffrey Lurie, did they want little old me to be in the parade right in front of the players? Oh, is that the players? That's the players right there. Is that the players? That might be Big Dom right there. Oh, guess who never had this feeling, y'all? Guess who never had this feeling? You see that confetti? Guess who never had this feeling? Johnny Kim. They call.
You know what's funny? The mascot would go to the parade. Yo, it doesn't. Yo, he had to be trolling. Or, you know, see, if I were him, I would have said, so what? I'm more on the team. I'm more on a winning team than you ever were. Like, so what? Gillie loves his team to the point where they put him in the parade. He might be the most #1 fan ever in life. Let's see. I'm going to save the rest because this video will end up being like 20, 30 minutes long. I'll just do another video in like an hour. I appreciate you guys. I know it's bright and early in the morning, but I went to sleep early last night. So, I appreciate you guys. Make sure you smash that like button. Get in the comments. Let me know where you're from. I appreciate you watching. I know you can watch anybody else, but I do appreciate everyone that watches the channel. I try to go through and read all the comments, like the comments at least, and I read them, and it makes me feel very blessed to have you guys here. Thank you so much. God bless you all. This is JordanTower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Please smash that like button for me. And subscribe if you're not subscribed. I'll check you on the next one. Peace.